Hey, how's it going? This is Ed with Heights of Gaming.
And I'm Dexter.
That's right, and today we're talking about Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fortnite. A lot of people don't know what it is. A lot of people do know what it is because it's like the biggest thing in gaming right now. But, for parents, you might be wondering what it is, or just some kids you heard about all the noise, want to know what Fortnite's about. This is the video right here. Check it out. Hey, how's it going? This is Ed. I'm here with Heights of Gaming, and Dex, my man right here, right?
Right.
Plays a little bit of Fortnite, am I right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what's Fortnite all about?
Okay, so Fortnite is basically, as you said before, one of the biggest games out to this day at the moment. It would have been out for a while now, but took off like 1 or 2 years back. And Fortnite is basically a battle royale game whereby 100 players are in a lobby.
Okay.
And there are 2 types of game modes, and on special days, special events may come and different game modes may be available. But the 2 top game modes at the moment is solos, whereby you as a single player take on 100 players, and squads comprises of...
Oh, you take on, okay. Wait, is it free-for-all, or you taking on 100 players, like you against 100 players? Because, oh my goodness, you're the baddest player in the world. 100 players against me. I got you. You're all done. Goodbye.
Well,
game over. Throw on controller. What?
It's free for all. Right. Everybody against everybody basically.
Okay.
And the other game mode is squads. Basically, you and 3 other friends take on a player and their 3 friends. 100 player lobby again. And that game mode is like more fun because you could talk to friends at like when you're playing, whereas in solos it's a more serious affair. Nobody to talk to, but just
you're just all alone against the world, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's pretty interesting that you say that, because one of the things that I saw when I was checking out the Fortnite site, because honestly, I'm not really a Fortnite player. I got some kids that play it. They want me to play with them. It's cool, but I just never got around to it. But Fortnite, is, if I'm correct, is available on multiple. Like you play on PC, on Xbox, even on your cell phone, Android.
So basically, Fortnite is available for different platforms. You have it for PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, even your phone. But
if I play on the phone, can I play with people who are on the PCs?
From PlayStations and stuff like that. Other systems other than PC, even mobile. And whereas some persons may prefer PC, Xbox.
Wait a minute though, isn't PC kind of like a... Doesn't PC players, like, is that kind of like an FPS game, right? First person shooter?
Right.
Don't PC players have like an advantage?
Well,
when they're playing like
whereas Fortnite is concerned,
yeah.
The stereotypical thing is that PC players are the better players, but those who play on like consoles and stuff like that, they have a certain thing called aim assist. Whereas, see how I would have a mouse here, for instance, I can move as fast as I can, but whereas with a joystick it would be different. So therefore, aim assist is there to like help gamers, better their aiming and stuff like that for where consoles are concerned.
So you got a console?
No, I play on PC.
Okay, that's cool. So how do you feel? Do you feel like it's pretty even, or do you feel like it's like you still have an advantage?
Well, PC players basically would have an advantage, but don't sleep on the control players basically, because nowadays they are pretty dominant control players like Ghost Aiden and Nick Merckx, for example. Those guys are beasts. Okay,
that's cool. All right. So Fortnite, so we heard it's a first-person shooter, but something has to be different about Fortnite to make it so popular. What makes it so? Well, being free is probably a big one.
Well, yeah, of course it is free to play, and you can interact with your friends, and like, to be honest, it's a really fun game. Whereas it has like the modern things of the world in the game, like it differs from other games.
Does it have the internet?
Of course it has the internet.
On the game? Yeah, I can log on?
I mean, you need to play on the internet.
My Samsung S10 coming in the game soon?
Yeah.
No, I'm playing. What do you mean it's got the latest things in the world? What do you mean by that?
For instance, Fortnite would take like our ideas basically,
okay,
and turn it into animations and put it in the game, which is rather cool.
Oh, really? Like
and like for instance, like
there
was a Marshmello concert. Well, everybody know Marshmello, one of the biggest DJs in the world. He would have come together with Fortnite, and there was actually a live in-game event. Whereas, at a certain period of time, like for an hour and a half, like Fortnite would have held an event in game, whereas characters and stuff would go to that event, and there would have been a big party.
And when
where
they're in the event,
Marshmallow
they're not allowed to shoot each other.
No, they would. Well, in this event, because in previous
That would
events,
ruin the party, yeah.
correct. In previous events, when everyone would have come together to see what was happening, people would have made it a battle royale.
What's this Fortnite dancing thing?
Oh yeah, well, Fortnite would have like emotes basically. They are called emotes, whereas Fortnite would take like real life dances and turn them into emotes, and like it's sort of trolling for like when I kill somebody,
Yeah.
I would like dance over them.
But when someone's dancing, right? Like I heard something like you can't shoot someone who's dancing or something like that. Is that true?
It's not true. Basically, if like I decide to troll and we're in game and like
So
for
you're
example-
vulnerable.
Correct.
Oh,
I mean,
didn't
but
know.
nobody does it like that. That's crazy because they would only do it like when they kill somebody.
Yeah, so they
Well,
have like
like-
a little space, but you know,
Correct.
yeah, and then it's down to like a reasonable number because 100 people like anywhere, yeah, crazy.
You could have
yeah,
correct.
You could have, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think is you play Fortnite, you do pretty good, yeah. What are some of the good strategies in the game? Like is it like more for sniper rifles, more for like running gun with
Well,
assault
basically,
rifle, anything's good.
Everyone has their preferred style of shooting and stuff like that. I mean, some people basically go for snipes, some like the shotguns, etc. And like, well, people build
Shotgun?
Like, yeah.
You have to get close.
I mean, not everyone like is a shotgun type of person, but like those who use shotguns basically are serious players who know, like because the shotguns before it had a double pump era, whereas the shotgun, boom bam, you shoot men dead.
Okay. Are there any controversies or regarding Fortnite? I'll tell you something that's interesting. So I actually tutor on the side. I have another channel called Learn It Now Network. You guys can check it out. Put a link below. So the thing is that I'll be tutoring the kids and all the elementary school kids, the guys, the girls, doesn't matter. They'll all play Fortnite, all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I get to like high school, they're like hate Fortnite, and the thing is they'll be like, because you know what I will hear the little brothers and sisters playing in the background, like screaming, "Oh!" right, playing Fortnite is hilarious, yeah. And they're like, "Oh yeah, never Fortnite ever," yeah. Actually, it's hilarious because sometimes I threaten my students with it. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna download Fortnite." They're like, "No." I'm like, "I'm gonna do it." That's just me joking around. But Fortnite, some people love it, some people hate it. Why would anybody hate it though? It's just a game.
Basically, what individuals say nowadays, Fortnite is for like it's too cartoonish, basically.
Yeah.
Like they usually compare it to PUBG, whereas PUBG is like more realistic and like you get a more
Okay.
real life feeling, because like in Fortnite you'd have to build and stuff,
I
evade
think,
bullets
yeah.
and stuff like
I think
that.
the hatred that I've seen comes from people that are just like angry because some people they feel like over obsessed with it. They're
Yeah,
like,
right.
"Oh, yeah."
And like the skill base is like a different, like I may be a better builder than you, whereas which would give me the advantage, when it comes to Fortnite, because Fortnite is basically about building. Once you could build, you could play basically.
That's actually interesting that you talk about the building aspect of it because, I played FPS as my time. I'm kind of like a Halo generation guy. Like I know it's kind of super outdated. Now that I went to Call of Duty and other things, well, you know what's really super outdated? That game, it's still popular, Counter-Strike.
Right.
Yeah.
CS:GO.
But this game is kind of different because like it has some kind of building element inside of it, right?
Right. Well, I'm not too familiar with it, but yeah, I've seen it. But
So the fact that Fortnite's popular, are other FPSs starting to incorporate like building into there?
well, at the moment, Fortnite is basically the only game like popular game right now which incorporates building and stuff like that. But there are other games and game companies coming out with battle royales that doesn't involve building and stuff like
Wait,
that.
let's talk about other games that do building. Like, is Minecraft like a building game?
Yeah, Minecraft.
How similar is the building aspect between Minecraft and
Well, basically the graphics differ greatly, whereas Minecraft is not as fast-paced as Fortnite. Because, for instance, if I get in a one-on-one with you, like the building in Minecraft and Fortnite would differ because it's like in Fortnite it's more rapid, it's like serious. I'm trying to win, you're trying to win, so it's like.
What's the benefits of building? Like, well, why would you build stuff versus just run and gun?
Okay, so basically the benefits of building is once you're a good builder, it helps you to survive longer, because that's like basically the basis of the game. Once you could build, you survive. But like unlike me, like I'm not a good builder, and if you can't build in Fortnite, it's like
Well, you know, from what I've seen, just like because I watched some videos and stuff like on it, right? Because you know some of my kids are like so into Fortnite and stuff. So I want to see what it's all about. And apparently, like buildings can be used for like defensive tactics, or they can be used to escape
Right.
certain situations. Like you
Yeah.
can build like a ramp, right? And you can like scoot down the ramp, or you know, like when you build a wall in front of you, then they can't shoot through the wall. So you like have like a little bit of a safe area, or can
Right.
they shoot through the walls?
well, basically you could shoot. The walls have health basically, but once the health runs out, you could replace the walls while
Yeah.
the person is
But you
shooting.
have to destroy the wall first. Like they can't shoot
Well,
through the wall. It's not like
they-
I think
yes,
it was- yeah. What's that
basically.
game? What is it? There's Call of Duty. You can shoot through the walls.
Right. Well,
Yeah. This one.
Fortnite you could shoot through the walls, but
Okay.
like you'd have to break it to shoot through
Oh,
the
yeah,
walls.
well, yeah.
But like you would constantly have to be rebuilding it in order not to get shot.
Are there any other benefits of building besides like building a shield for yourself or you know movement?
Well, building is basically just to protect yourself and
So
last
that-
long. And
Is there any other reason to build things besides like protecting yourself or you know enhancing movement?
well, some person just do it for the fun of it to try trick shots and stuff like that. Like
Oh,
for
like, what's some
instance,
trick shots?
those who like sniper rifles, they would build up very high, then at least put a flat platform, then put a jump pad, and say like the last person can build, for instance,
What are you saying? Okay, go ahead, keep going.
they'd jump off like and do spins in the air and just shoot a shot and kill the person.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second. If they don't have this big tower, what happens if you shoot the walls down at the bottom? Does the
Well,
whole building
right.
collapse?
There is something called fall damage also. Like for instance, if you build very high
Yeah.
and like the whole building collapse and you're on top, you could fall. But what Fortnite has implemented right now, they are called glider redeploys. Whereas if you have it in your bag and the person shoots you down from below, you can jump up and take back out your glider, and that way you survive. But
But while you're gliding, can you get shot?
yes, you can.
Okay, so yeah, you're pretty much slow, easy target when you're gliding, right?
Right. But like while you're gliding, you could actually like remove the glider and actually dive down faster to avoid getting shot.
If
Basically.
you take the time to build a huge tower,
Right.
it seems like it wouldn't be that hard to just take out the first floor and then just does the whole thing collapse, or you have to actually
Well,
shoot
basically,
the whole tower down?
right. Basically, based on your structure, if you build it like with one wall going up to the top, once you take out the one wall at the bottom, the whole thing collapses.
Oh, okay.
So what the streamer does basically is put multiple bases. So therefore, if one is shot, the whole thing doesn't collapse. It has something else, keep it standing, and like force the enemy to keep on shooting for it to fall, basically.
Are there like bombs and grenades and stuff to like blow it up quick?
Well, there is grenades,
Okay.
but like once the platform is like a secure platform, like grenades won't really be that effective. You'd have to use multiple to take down the entire platform.
Okay, that's cool. So, what do you think of the future of Fortnite? You think it's kind of like peaked? Do you think it's like on its way out? Do you think it's still going to be growing? What
Well,
do you think
basically, at the rate Fortnite is going so far, they are constantly growing every day, and the thing that helps them to keep growing basically, Fortnite has like esports, whereas the prize pools could go up to millions, and like that's their way of interacting with players and showing appreciation, whereby they host events like this, constantly puts new stuff in the game for creators, and us as players, they even have like a supported creator code, whereas if I was a creator basically and I have a creator code, my viewers can use my code and I would get a portion of what they paid for goods and stuff like that on Fortnite. So
Oh, that's cool. So
basically, it's
creator
very still-
meaning. I thought you meant like content creator. I thought you meant not
Yeah.
content creator meant like YouTube. I thought you meant like or like
no,
you
it's
know,
actually
Twitch
YouTube
things, yeah.
and Twitch
yeah.
basically.
I thought you meant creators like people who are actually like making the code for the
Oh,
game. I thought
okay,
they were
nah,
like
nah.
designing like like weapons or something. for the game.
Streamers basically.
Okay. So who's the main competitor to Fortnite right now, or is there one even?
Well, at the moment, there's not really a main competitor with Fortnite. Fortnite is like basically in its own league right now. But there are other competitors coming along the way, like for instance, well, Apex, for instance, is like just a beginner, but it's on its way to great things. There's also PUBG, we cannot forget PUBG, the next Battle Royale game.
Wait a minute. Who makes Fortnite?
Fortnite, Epic Games, basically.
Epic Games, because I know that. Apex? Did you say it was called?
Apex, yeah.
Isn't that made by EA?
Correct.
Ooh, that's scary.
So
Yeah.
it's like competition is on the way. But
EA has
Fortnite
a
is
bad reputation for like monetizing and charging all kinds of things. I think Fortnite is also known for like if you pay for things, they're just for cosmetics, so it doesn't give you an in-game advantage,
correct.
right? So it's
Correct.
not like pay to win. It's more like skill based, yeah.
That's correct.
And that's way popular more with gamers. Of course, pay to win is frustrating, you know, when someone just beats you with money. You know, it's not really cool.
Correct.
Okay, so all right. Any other what other games Epic makes? You know, I don't know.
I'm not too sure of other games, but right now
Fortnite's
it's
the
just
big
like
thing.
basically
Yeah.
Fortnite is just like a brand ambassador at the moment.
How can people get involved with that? You said they have some type of esports. There's some different esports leagues like MLG.
Yeah.
Are they part of that, or do
well,
they have their own independent like type of?
Fortnite is actually like their own independent due to the revenue and stuff they have been getting.
Okay.
Fortnite is independently, you know, like they make their own stuff, have their own events and stuff like that. And from that, the event is actually a good place to actually show off your skills, whereby esports team can actually call you up to play for their team, seeing that once you get to that level, I mean, you could play real good games and stuff like that. And that's like another, you know, bonus of Fortnite.
Okay. Interesting. You ever thought about entering a competitive play?
Well, I'm not that good, basically.
Well, yeah, I'm not really. I like to play like mobile games, gotcha games right now, Magic the Gathering, things like that. You know, card big games, turn-based games, strategy games.
Mode whereby you can go in the practice mode with your friends,
Okay.
no other people, and you guys can actually build
Can you
together.
do it by yourself? What happens if you don't have
Yeah,
any
you
friends?
can do it by yourself. You can
Okay.
actually work on some keybinds, put them together, and actually build for yourself. So it's actually
Okay.
a good thing to help you build and stuff like that. And once you feel comfortable, you can actually go and try it in solos or squads.
When you're playing solo, like what are the enemies like? Are they like zombies? Are they like
Okay,
other
so
player skins and stuff or what?
basically, once you win a solo, you'll see Battle Royale come up on this screen. But what Fortnite has is that they have Save the World, which is the mode with the zombies, whereas it's a different game. It's like more like a story mode based type of shooting, and unlike solos and squads where you play with friends and stuff like that. But Save the World is totally different. This is the option where you fight zombies with friends. Basically, you could actually do that and fight bosses and stuff like that. But it varies as it goes along. But it's actually a good mode, and it's a work in progress at the moment.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, that's cool. So yeah, hey Fortnite, you can check it out at epicgames.com. We'll put the link down below so you can download it if you want it. And yeah, if you have some questions, comments, please let us know. We'll be happy to make some more videos about that stuff. Hey, thanks for checking out Heights of Gaming. Check you on the next one. All right, peace.